From this officer who brutally assaulted a handcuffed detainee. Oh, another who attacked a citizen and tried to cover it up?
That big bat that he's holding, that looks like a freaking...
Where did you find that? Did you have to hunt for it?
It was laying right there on the ground when I walked in. Fire.
Here are dirty cops who finally got fired and sued.
I don't give a f. Well, I'm telling you. No, I'm saying I don't give a f what the hospital does.
On August 8th, 2024, Jonesboro police officer Joseph Harris was in custody of Billy Lee Coram, who was under the influence of drugs and was being transported for incarceration. While confined in the back seat of the patrol vehicle during transit, Coram began acting erratically, making comments and moving around until he unintentionally entangled himself in the seatbelt, causing him to choke. Officer Harris stopped the vehicle, but instead of assisting Coram, he used excessive force to subdue him, striking him repeatedly. After loosening the seatbelt that was choking Coram, Harris then slammed the car door against his head. As a result of this incident, which was captured on the patrol car's backseat camera, Harris was fired the following day, August 9th, by Jonesboro Police Chief Rick Elliott. Here's how this unfolded.
I swear to God, on my daughter's life, I've got f***ing on the side of me, and they're trying to send me back to the jail where they're going to let me die. I don't give a f. Well, I'm telling you. No, I'm saying I don't give a f what the hospital does.
Okay, cool. Well then, whatever. I don't know what else you want me to do.
Now what?
Idiot. Trying to choke yourself.
Cal? You alright? Billy, you alright? Dispatch, we're stopped on Willett Road. Let's go, yeah. One driver.
Hey, give me a minute.
Wait, Nate.
But Harris isn't the only officer to face consequences for misconduct. In the next case, multiple officers not only lost their jobs, but also left their department facing a massive lawsuit.
Okay, there's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason, okay?
Public street.
No reason, okay?
It's not a public
no
street.
reason.
Do I not pay
Okay,
taxes?
do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind it.
On November 29th, 2022, Deputy Mikhail Noel of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office initiated a traffic stop on Nathaniel Espinosa in Trinidad, Colorado, for an alleged traffic violation. Nathaniel's father, 48-year-old Kenneth Espinosa, who was driving a separate vehicle, circled the block before parking approximately 75 feet behind Deputy Noel's patrol vehicle to observe and wait for his son. As Mr. Espinosa remained in his truck watching from a distance, Lieutenant Henry Trujillo arrived to assist with the traffic stop. Upon noticing Mr. Espinosa, Lieutenant Trujillo approached him and ordered him to leave the area, threatening to charge him if he refused, though he did not specify any crime. Mr. Espinosa, however, stood his ground and refused to leave. And when he did attempt driving away, the deputies drew out their tasers, shouting orders at him to stop and leave his vehicle. Here's how this interaction played out.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
My son right there, he was following me to court.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, so you don't need to be behind it.
Well, you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like when they kill my son with his grandkids for following.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
Well, you don't get paid to do.
And you don't either, okay? I don't got to put up with your okay? I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're going to get charged. It's that easy.
Well, I'm recording.
I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude? That's your problem.
You keep
Okay?
pounding on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came.
Traffic stop.
Hold on a second,
Right
okay?
here. No.
You rolled your window up
No,
when I walked up,
I don't
okay?
care.
So I
I'm not
knocked on your
traffic
window,
stop.
okay?
You
You are
didn't
not a
pull me
cop.
over.
You don't need to be
I don't
behind
care
you,
if I'm a
okay?
cop or
So
not.
you need to leave
No,
right
I
now.
don't need to do anything.
You
I'm on
got
a
5
public
seconds
street.
to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason,
I'm on
okay?
a public street.
No reason,
Is
okay?
this not a public
No
street?
reason.
Do I not pay
Okay,
taxes
do you
for
always
this
stop
road?
behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind it.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be here,
behind it,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I
Okay.
don't stop right behind it.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be
behind
here.
it,
Okay,
sir.
you need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. He's my ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave. That's the car. Stay. 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 Hey, stop. Stop. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
What are you gonna do? You gonna?
That's the file. That's the radio. Get out the car. 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 Get out the car.
Stop it now! Now! Get out! Get out of the car! Now! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
Okay. Now you're on a traffic stop and you're trying to drive away?
Get out the car. Call state. Get out the
Patrol
car.
has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over us. Get out of the car now. No.
I got my truck.
Don't give a put it in the park.
I just did, pal.
Seatbelt is off.
Don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're gonna get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna get
You're
lit up.
breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm gonna get out.
Get out the car.
I'm complying.
Get out the
with
car.
that. Can you hold on? Can you guys
Get out.
hold on?
Now.
I'm getting out. I'm not.
You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back.
I'm going.
Put your hands.
I'm going peacefully, pal.
Despite complying with their orders to leave, the officers proceeded to forcefully arrest and detain him. And while this video does not show it, Mr. Espinosa would later claim that he was tased during the arrest. And here's how this unfolded.
Get back. Get back.
Hey, he's recording this case, but
That's fine. He can record all he wants.
this is case, guys. You guys.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up on traffic stops
no,
and
I'm
not do what you're told? Now you go to jail.
That's all right. I'm a
Turn around and face the truck.
I'm already cuffed. You guys not listening. If you listen, you want to get manhandled.
Now let's
Don't
go.
move.
Let's go.
That's right. You need to settle down.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in when you.
I'm gonna tase you. Get in the car. Get in
No. You have your wallet on you?
Don't do that, man.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna pat search you. Now get out.
I got my wallet.
Get out now. Get out of the now. This is how it's gonna work. Okay? You're gonna do what you're told to do, and that's it.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Come on, guys. This is excessive. Come on, man.
It.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I ain't acting like nothing.
I got a taser.
Lieutenant Trujillo and Deputy Noel demonstrated a hostile, aggressive, and violent demeanor throughout the encounter, issuing conflicting commands and then reacting with excessive force when Mr. Espinosa attempted to comply. Despite being unarmed and handcuffed, Mr. Espinosa was tased, making the use of force both unnecessary and unlawful. From the moment the officers engaged with Mr. Espinosa and his son, their behavior was belligerent, and their actions appeared retaliatory after Mr. Espinosa initially refused to leave the traffic stop. Following this highly illegal arrest, Mr. Espinosa was awarded a $1.5 million settlement from the lawsuit filed over the incident. But again, in our next case, an astonishing act of misconduct by a sheriff lands him in hot water, and his department in a massive lawsuit.
He just called saying that someone threatened his life. That's why we're here, okay?
Yeah, I threatened his life because I walked up to him and asked him why he's following me.
You're not under arrest. Can you step out of the
I
car?
don't need to be under arrest. I don't. Oh, come on. That's dumb.
On January 27, 2021, 24-year-old newspaper carrier Cedric Altheimer was out in the early hours, working hard to earn a living, delivering papers in Pierce County, Tacoma, Washington. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, off-duty Sheriff Ed Troyer spotted Altheimer driving in and out of driveways, and finding it suspicious began following him in his unmarked personal SUV. When Altheimer eventually turned his vehicle around to face Troyer, the sheriff called 911, repeatedly claiming Altheimer had threatened to kill him using a phone number reserved for law enforcement and requested a patrol car or two to the scene. During the nearly 5-minute call, he told dispatchers at least 3 times that a man had threatened to kill him. This triggered an urgent signal that an officer was in distress, prompting 42 officers, deputies, and troopers to respond. However, nearly all were called off after the first Tacoma officers arrived and found no danger. Here's how this unfolded.
Hey, keep your hands where we can see them. Hands on the steering wheel.
Is that what you're coming over here for?
Yeah, that's why we're coming over here, okay?
I'm suspicious, huh?
No, because he called saying
I
that...
don't care what he called
Okay.
for. He's following me.
Okay, we'll figure
Don't
everything
talk to him. I
We
don't
will-
need you to figure out nothing. I am working.
We will figure
I
everything...
am working.
Okay.
I'm a black male in a white neighborhood, and I'm working.
That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it
okay?
does.
No.
He's following me.
Okay. He's getting out of the way, okay?
Okay, he's still following me.
We will figure that out.
Yeah, get the away from me. I don't care how many cops show up. He's following me.
Okay, can I explain it?
No, I don't need nothing to be explained to me. I'm being followed.
Okay.
He called the cops. Congratulations.
Yes.
I'm coming to and from a house. Ooh, he's committing a crime. He's black.
No one's saying
He's
he-
black.
Okay.
He's black.
I'm going to explain.
Oh.
I'm going to explain
I'm
why
doing
we're...
my f***ing paper route.
Okay, I understand that. I see all the papers in your car,
Yeah,
okay?
congratulations.
He just called saying that someone threatened his life. That's why we're here, okay?
Yeah, I threatened his life
So-
because I walked up to him and asked
Can
him
you
why
step-
he's following me.
You're not under arrest. Can you step out of the
I
car?
don't need to be under arrest. I don't. That's dumb.
Appreciate it.
You're gonna arrest me?
No, I'm not going to arrest. Come sit right here, okay?
What are we here for? Search my car. There's newspapers. This is the second time this happened to me.
What's your first name, sir?
Cedric, all time.
Cedric? Okay, Cedric. Okay, we just got a call saying that...
I'm in danger. Ooh, that's a lie. Now what happens
That's
to
what
him?
we're here to figure
He's
out.
lying.
That's what we're here
He's
to figure
lying.
out, okay?
So what happens to him? To get 4
okay.
cops here. How many
We-
cops cars are here?
Cedric.
For a newspaper carrier?
Cedric.
I don't need to talk. This don't make no sense. I'm not under arrest, right?
You're not under arrest.
Okay, I can go, right?
No, you're not free to go either.
Why can't I go?
Because we're
I'm
trying
not
to
under
figure-
arrest. Who's a sergeant? Who's a
The
sergeant around
sergeant's
here?
on his way, okay?
Thank you. Please,
Cedric,
I'm not under arrest, right? I'm
Cedric.
going back to work, right?
No, you're not leaving right now, but you're not under arrest, okay? Do you want me to put you in handcuffs?
This is dumb.
Right now, I'm
Ooh,
just...
you're gonna put me in handcuffs for what?
Cedric.
Because I'm talking?
Right now, I'm just talking to you man to man, trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
It's not a man-to-man conversation. Go talk to him. The one's so in danger. He's
see
in
how-
danger. I got weapons.
Cedric.
I got
Do you
weapons.
see how calm I am?
Newspaper
You
out.
see how calm I am?
I pulled into his driveway. If I pulled into your driveway, I'm obviously your carrier.
That's all we're trying to get to is what happened between you guys that made him call
I
us.
am working. I am driving a bucket and I'm in a nice neighborhood. I'm working. I'm over here every night. I see you guys every night. Nobody messes with me. But a car that sees a bucket in the neighborhood on the wrong side of the street, throwing a paper out the window, he's suspicious. Oh, he pulls up to another house. He's going to steal a Amazon package off that porch. Check my car. I got 15 Amazon packages in the trunk.
You're not in handcuffs. You're not in trouble right now.
I know I'm not in trouble. I am working.
But until we figure everything out and make sure everything's covered, okay,
There's
you do have to talk to us. If you don't have to talk to us,
It's a big investigation.
you see them leave.
Everybody needs to leave. You guys need to walk him home. Follow him home. He needs help. He needs assistance.
Did you ever threaten any sort of body?
No!
Okay.
What am I threatening for?
That's
I
what
feel threatened. I'm followed. Just
he
because
make-
I walked up on him, I
Did
threatened
he
him?
make any threats to you?
Nobody made no threats.
Okay.
That's a lie. If I made a threat, I'll tell you, but I didn't. I didn't even go to him angry. I just wanted to know why he was following me.
That's
That's simple.
So, what this looks like is a big case of misunderstanding. Okay, he thinks you're doing something, you think he's doing something. Okay, it turns
Because
out
I didn't answer none of his questions, he says he's in danger. You're a sheriff. You're so in danger.
Cedric, stop. We pulled over so many paper delivery.
Papers, bags hanging in the window. How do you not see that? There's no tenants. I'm not hiding nothing. Front windows are clearly down. What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for them to talk to him to figure out what his side of the story.
What do we need to talk to him for? He's following me. Just because he made the call?
No, yeah, because you are the two involved.
So if I would have made the call, you guys would let me go?
You are the two involved. So that's why we're getting
Involved in what? A car following you?
If it's
A sheriff? Somebody that has a gun on them?
If it's as simple as that, okay? I understand your frustration. I appreciate you stay here, or you just stay here because
I stay here because he's just following me. Yeah. I'm going to my houses. I don't want him knowing where all my houses are. So he just wait for me one night.
So when did you figure out who he was? Did you tell him?
I recognized him. He's been on TV.
Yes, he is.
As soon as I walked up to him, I was like, yeah, you're a cop. But I know where he lives.
Troyer's false 911 report violated the rights of an innocent citizen and dangerously escalated the situation. Following an investigation into the sheriff's misconduct and false emergency claims, Cedric Altheimer filed a $5 million claim against the county. The claim stated that he suffered emotional distress due to racial profiling, false arrest, and the unnecessary use of excessive force. His only crime was being a black man in a white neighborhood. But while Sheriff Troyer violated the rights of a hardworking paperboy, what happens when officers assault and illegally detain an innocent senior citizen suffering from mental illness?
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Ow!
Are you finished?
I'm going home.
On June 26, 2020, Loveland police officers apprehended 73-year-old Karen Garner, a woman with dementia, after reports that she attempted to leave a Walmart with less than $14 worth of unpaid items. Walmart stated that police were called only after Garner allegedly became physical with an associate. Throughout the ordeal, Garner repeatedly said, "I'm going home," but instead of handling the situation with care, the arresting officer slammed her to the ground, using excessive force on a frail elderly woman. Here's how this incident unfolded.
All right, let's stop, ma'am. I don't think you want to play it this way. Ma'am, police, stop. You want to stop with lights on, siren? Stop. You just left Walmart. Do you need to be arrested right now? No. Okay. Let's stop. Come on. Come on.
I'm going home.
No, on the ground. Stay on the ground.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. Bravo 242. After a short struggle, she's now detained. Come on. I am code 4.
Do that.
Why did you do that? I told you to stop. You don't get to act this way. Come on. Stay on the ground. All right, let's stand up. Why are you doing this, ma'am? All right, stand up.
I'm not doing anything.
Right now you're resisting, which is not gonna fly with me. And before that, you tried to steal from Walmart. And they caught you and took the stuff back. Stand up. Oh boy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why are you fighting with me? And why are you trying to slip the cuffs off?
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. Are you finished? Are you finished? We don't play this game. You understand me? And if you try to kick me, oh, this is gonna be bad.
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
Quit.
Ow!
Are you finished?
I'm going home.
Hey, stand up. We're not gonna hold you.
Alright, just go to the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Why are you doing this? Let me see who she is.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to search her real quick.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, we wrestled for a minute. And she was almost got her handcuffs off.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. All right, stand up.
I'm going home.
Stand up.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
No, stop.
I'm pushing.
Oh, there we go. All right. Sit down.
I'm going home.
Sit down.
I'm going home.
Get in the car.
As Karen Garner sat secured in the back seat of the patrol vehicle, a witness who had observed the entire unlawful arrest confronted the officer, questioning his actions. Initially, the witness believed that Karen was a child being forcefully arrested, only to later realize she was actually a 73-year-old woman. In response, the officer defended his actions, claiming that Garner had resisted and fought him. However, her repeated pleas of "I'm going home" should have signaled to any reasonable officer that she was mentally challenged and in need of care, not brutality. Here's how the interaction between the officer and the bystander unfolded.
Quit.
What?
You have to use that much aggression.
What are you doing? Get out of here. This is not your business. Come on.
Get in the car.
There you go. What's that?
Where's your sergeant?
Who's my sergeant?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first, I can tell you that. Sergeant Metzler, he's at the police department. You can go talk to him if you have an issue.
Yeah, give me your car so I can put a report.
Okay.
I see you there, how you throw the little kid.
Little kid?
Well, I don't know
He's not
if
a little kid. And this
he
is what happened.
He was just walking, and I see you how
She
you
just
grab him.
stole from Walmart and refused to stop, refused to listen to lawful orders, and to fight me. This is what happens when you fight the police. I have to use force to safely detain her. That's what this is. This isn't just some random act of aggression.
Oh, well,
I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, well, the way that I see it from over there, you know, I was like, that's not...
But you see, you don't know the whole situation. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, but it's like...
But knowing the situation, do you feel differently now?
Oh, yeah. But
That's
you know,
it.
like seeing it from there, that guy just walking.
Yeah, I get
you
that.
know?
I get that. So when I went to go grab her and talk to her, she started running, leaving, pulling away from me, trying to fight me.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't see it running, you know.
Exactly. So before you go to a snap judgment, you gotta get all the facts.
But right here, she wasn't running.
I get that.
I see her walking right there. You pull over.
I gotta deal with this. You hang tight, okay?
Get your feet in the car.
All right. Here, let me see your feet. All right. Here.
I'm going
Pick your feet
home.
up. Pick your feet up.
Okay, let's
Give me my
let's get her out over here on the ground. We can hobble her, and then we'll get her in the car. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
I'm going home.
We will figure that out. Just lay easy.
I'm going home.
Stop doing that.
I'm going home.
All right. Relax.
Don't grab for me.
All right. You want to try to get her in the car again? Or we got more people?
Let's wait.
Okay.
He's
A concerned citizen. Yeah, we're good. So, you want to help get her in the car? Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Come on. Stand. Yep. Yep. Alright, sit down.
I'm not.
To put her feet in first.
Okay. You got him?
I have this. Hey, we're gonna sit in the car, okay?
I want my credit card.
We'll get it.
I want my credit card.
Saying no, I'm going home. So I went up to grab her, started pulling away from me and stuff like that. So I was by myself, so I went to the ground. We struggled and rolled for a little bit.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got her detained. She showed up while I had her up against the car because I couldn't get her in the car and all that stuff. So we struggled over there for a little while. And then we brought her into this car because mine was locked. And she wouldn't get in. She'd get in, wiggle out, get in, wiggle out, all this stuff. And then finally, we're like, you know, let's get to the ground, get her in a hobble.
She been drinking or something? Or?
I have no idea. She hasn't talked to me much.
Okay. All right.
Good.
All right. Let's get her down to the station.
Yeah.
Go from there. So we have.
I still need to figure out what we have there.
Okay. You want him to go? You want Capello to go over there?
Could you go do that? Because they got the property back from her before she left.
Okay, from the shoplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go over there and see what what she's.
How much? What?
How much?
All that jazz.
Yeah. Were you guys talking to anybody over there before?
No, I just came here because she left and I found her.
All right. I'll go over there. I'll let you know.
You're the bomb.
All right, and I'll meet you guys down at 200.
Cool. Thanks.
You guys are okay?
Yep, we're good.
You're a little muddy, dude. I think we're doing
A little
inspections.
bloody and little muddy, that's how it works.
Yeah. Is the blood on her?
Yeah, that's her blood. You're not bleeding, are you?
And this is who?
Oh, he probably wants to talk to you.
He just showed up and started filming us, asking us.
Yeah. Okay. Karen, I got your credit card, okay? It'll go with you. What's your date of birth, Karen?
I want my credit card.
I have it. You will have it with you. I will not lose it, I promise. What's your date of birth, Karen? What's your date of birth? What's your date of birth? Okay. Negative, sorry. I got nothing else. It's just from a credit card she has. Copy. She's probably like 4'10", 5 foot, maybe like 100 pounds.
Can I just drive down the block and then about 20 minutes later? No, we can see what I mean, we know she, what's it say?
She stole some stuff and they caught her before she left and got it back and then she ran out. So we have the...
And then you contacted her for that.
And then she resisted and obstructed.
So
we're good either way.
So we're good either way. Cool. She's going.
All right.
If they decide not to prosecute, I don't care.
Cool. Okay, we'll head down there. We going to the female side or male side? Okay.
We got the unclocked cell there if we need it.
There's an unclocked cell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Hey, you got the door open. Come on, Karen.
I'm gonna run.
You're gonna run? Oh, good thing we got the hot one.
You guys grab her arms?
Yep. We got her.
Ouch.
That's okay.
Ouch.
We got you. We got you.
I was gonna pay for it.
But you didn't. Where do we want her at?
Right here.
Okay. Probably want to take
I
that
was
hobble off
gonna
and leave it in
pay
there.
for it. I was gonna pay for it.
Put your knees on the bench. Put your knees on the bench.
Just lay her flat.
Okay.
There we go.
I was gonna pay for it.
Do not kick me.
I was gonna pay for it.
Sit you up. Come on, let's sit. Don't kick anybody. All right, Karen, you stay right there.
You should cuff her to the...
Yeah.
Got that? Oop.
I was gonna pay for it. I was gonna pay for it.
I got her.
After this forceful and illegal arrest, a Loveland attorney filed a federal civil rights lawsuit on behalf of Karen Garner, alleging that the excessive force used against her caused serious injuries, including a dislocated shoulder, a broken arm, and a sprained wrist. In response to the incident, the arresting officer was placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of an investigation, while the officer who assisted in the arrest and the on-scene supervisor were both reassigned to administrative duties. But if you think this was the only case where an officer's unlawful actions led to termination and a lawsuit, wait until you hear about the next one.
Put it down! Get on the ground, down! Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
Get
on the ground!
No.
On May 30th, 2021, Idaho Springs police officers Nicholas Hanning and Ellie Summers responded to a 911 call from Timothy Braden and his roommate, Brittany Odom. The pair, who had recently moved into a new apartment complex in Idaho Springs, Colorado, claimed that their 75-year-old neighbor, Michael Clark, had punched Odom in the face during a dispute over noise. Upon arrival, the officers first spoke with Braden and Odom inside their apartment. However, the officers failed to recognize a critical issue. Odom was visibly intoxicated throughout their conversation. Furthermore, despite her claims of being badly injured, there were no visible signs of harm to support her allegations. Had the officers requested a background check, they would have discovered that Odom had a history of criminal activity, including a 2016 conviction for first-degree fraud, multiple felony domestic violence charges, and a prior conviction for providing a false identity to law enforcement. Rather than verifying her claims, the officers proceeded to Mr. Clark's apartment and knocked on his door, and from that moment, the situation took a drastic and unexpected turn. Here's how it all unfolded.
No.
Hey, I'm Tim. This is Brittany. That was the neighbor right there. We're the ones that called. Wait. This is Brittany. She's the one that got hit. I live here. This is my friend Brittany. And then this is my neighbor that hit her. I wasn't even here. I was outside. I literally just saw
He banged on the door, or through the wall. Bam, 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 and I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck up. And so I came out and was like, what's going on? He busted all of my shit, my nose, my mouth. All I wanted to do was hey, what was disturbing you? And he was like, shut the fuck up. Boom.
Was he white, black, Hispanic?
He's white.
Does he have hair?
Yeah.
Bald?
Gray hair?
Yeah, gray hair. He's an older guy. He's about this tall.
Okay.
And that guy lives right there in that room. And that's where the wall would have
And he was bang, bang, bang. That's what woke me up.
We just moved in here yesterday, but I saw him last night or night before.
Okay.
When the officers knocked on Mr. Clark's door, they failed to identify themselves as law enforcement. Believing it was his neighbors, Mr. Clark answered the door holding a collectible sawfish snout sword, a decorative piece made from the bill of a sawfish. In a later statement, he explained that he grabbed it as a precaution, unsure of who was at his door. As soon as Mr. Clark opened the door, Officer Hanning stepped inside, shoved him, and ordered him to put down the sword. Clark immediately complied, placing the sword on top of a bookshelf. However, the officers then gave conflicting commands. Hanning ordered him to step out of the apartment while Officer Summers simultaneously instructed him to lie down. Confused by the contradictory orders, Mr. Clark hesitated. Without issuing a warning, Officer Hanning abruptly fired his taser. The shock caused Mr. Clark to collapse, hitting his head on a dining chair before losing consciousness. Here's how this transpired.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
What do you want?
What the
Motherfucker over there.
Put it down, motherfucker!
Put it down!
Put it down!
Get on the ground, down!
Son of a...
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
I hit that
Get on the
wall.
ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
After Mr. Clark lost consciousness, the officers failed to provide any immediate medical assistance. Instead of calling for help right away, they dragged his limp body into the hallway. It was only after this that they finally requested EMTs to the scene. But rather than focusing on helping an injured and unconscious senior citizen, Officer Hanning instead retrieved the sawfish sword from inside Mr. Clark's apartment and deliberately placed it in the hallway. Though they never explicitly stated their intentions, their actions strongly suggested that they were staging the scene to make it appear as though Mr. Clark had been attacking them when they used the taser. Instead of addressing the harm they had caused, the officers chose to cover their tracks, prioritizing their own protection over the well-being of a man they had just brutally incapacitated.
Okay. Party's unconscious. Deployed. Party came out with a machete.
Alright, we're okay.
Sir? 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 Sir, talk to us. Talk to me. Talk to me. Sir, talk to me.
That big bat that he's holding, that looks like a freaking...
Where did you find that? Did you have to hunt for it?
It was laying right there on the ground when I walked in. Alright.
I did not get that down.
Not arguing with you.
I did not get that down.
Alright. We're gonna sit up.
I did not get that down.
I'm gonna go down with you.
It was on.
You want him out of cuffs
up there.
up here?
Okay. Did you go in my apartment and look for weapons?
Mr. Clark, you're gonna sit up here.
Did you look for my apartment and look for weapons?
We don't need, they don't need to look out in the apartment. It was here in the hallway.
How did you get no?
Mr. Clark was taken to the hospital, and despite the officer's threats, he was never charged with a crime. 2 days later, he suffered a stroke and remains unable to care for himself, requiring 24-hour supervision. Officer Hanning was fired, charged with third-degree assault on an at-risk person, and sentenced to probation, home monitoring, and community service. He was never charged for the apparent cover-up. Officer Summers later resigned, but faced no charges. In July 2021, Mr. Clark filed a federal lawsuit, which was settled for $7 million in November 2022. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments section. See you in the next one.